welcome to the channel. If you're new, I'm back with a new video. So, last night, probably about 9 o'clock, checked the weather, seen it was going to be an okay day today and tomorrow. So I thought, let's go wild camping. So I've had a bit of a scope on the maps to see. There's a couple of woods nearby. I'm currently in Coventry city centre. Like I said, there's a few woods, a couple that I've scoped out, a couple that I've been to, a few nice areas to pitch up for the night. So after today, I've done a couple of errands this morning. Now I'm just making my way back to my house, go get my kit, go get my bag, my tent and everything, and then we're going to leave. We've got a 2-hour hike to the woods. So yeah, that's the plan. Like I say, very spontaneous, so it's a bit exciting today. So yeah, we'll go there. Just making my way back now to my place, get my bag and everything, and then let's go. So I'll check in with you guys when I get back. We're off. I know I did say I'll check in with you when I get back to mine, but ended up getting a bit sidetracked and doing a couple of things. So I ended up leaving a bit later than I planned, so I didn't record. I just sorted my stuff out, got my gear and got on with it. So I've done probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes walking. Still got about an hour and 20 minutes left. So I think it was an hour and 47 minutes on maps before I left. And like I said, I've done 20 minutes, so about an hour and 20 left. Yeah, big truck. So yeah, let's get on with it. Done just over an hour walking now. Got about 18 minutes left till we're there. And I'm sweating. I must say, this bag, tent and everything, this must weigh you a good 45, 50 kg at least. I'm telling you, it's bloody, definitely feel it on my back. We're getting out into the countryside now, getting out of the city centre. It's starting to look bloody lovely around here. This is what I live for. Beautiful countryside. About 15 minutes away, I think. So I'm going to stop off in a sec, have a quick drink, take my bag off for 5 minutes, and then do the last 15-20 minute stretch. And then the fun and games start for us to try to scope out a location. But I have been to this woods a couple of times now, just walking around and stuff. Never done any camping there at all. But like I say, I've been there a few times, and there's a couple of nice spots that I've noticed for camping. A few quiet areas away from the paths. So we'll see what we can find. From Coventry for Warwickshire, you might be able to tell where I am by that sign. That's the only clue I'm giving you at the moment until I get there. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Cows! We are 11 minutes away. Woo! Bloody different in the countryside. I mean, there's people on the bike, cyclists saying hello, walkers, you know, people who live down here saying that it's so friendly. It's just like, it's such a nicer place to be. There is an airstrip in Coventry. Not too sure exactly where it is, but I believe it's close by, because there's little planes coming past me every 2-3 minutes. So I think some rich people are out with their toys today, having fun. I can gladly say we've made it. Brandon Marsh. We've got Brandon Marsh just here, nature reserve, or we have Brandon Reach Nature Reserve, which backs onto Binley Woods. So I think we're going to go with Binley Woods Way and Brandon Reach, simply because there's a visitor centre just here, where you can walk around and go in and do different things. So I believe it might be a bit busy on that side. So we're going to go right opposite me, which I'll show you now. We have Brandon Reach Woods that backs onto Binley Woods. Got this lovely gate out the front with a fox and a person, and then we've just got this little walkway that we go into. Yeah, welcome. So, let's have a quick look at the sign. Have a little map. So now we're just going to take a stroll, go chill somewhere, scope a couple of areas out and see what's happening. See, like I said, I've been here a few times before, so I roughly know my way around. But, you know, there's always the chance of getting lost. So I took a picture of the maps that was on that board, so we know where we're going and what we're doing, just in case, you know. So yeah, let's go from there. Cows! I love cows and sheep. Here's my little buddies. I love cows. Look at them. Hello. Beautiful. Shame they got flies all over them though. Oh, hello. What's happening? How's it going? Thanks. How cool is that? In Brandon Reach, where I am now, there's three main routes that you can go. You can go the way that I've just walked, which is Brandon Marsh, that's a Kestrel Trail. You've got Brandon Reach, which is straight down that way for a path. But you've got Brandon Woods, which is where I'm planning on camping, which is that way behind me. So let's go that way. We are. We're getting deep into the woods now. So this part that we're on is Brandon Woods, and it leads onto Binley Woods. So yeah, this is it. It's quite nice actually, and there's not many people usually that walk through here. You get the odd dog walker and the odd stroller and that, but it's not too bad. It's not too quiet. But yeah, it's nice. Wrong. Although Brandon Woods is beautiful, same as Binley Woods, I'm not planning on going too far into Binley Woods, or to be honest, I'm not really planning on going in there at all. Simply because there was an incident happened not too long ago where there was a body found, and it was identified to be a woman who lived in Coventry. So, I mean, that's still fresh in everyone's heads. Definitely mine. So I'm not planning on going into Binley Woods today. Definitely not. But good side, I found a bench. Lovely. So I'm going to sit here for a minute, have a drink, and chill. And then yeah, we'll carry on trekking. Had a little break. Quick 5 minutes, sat down, had a drink. Now this is where the fun starts. Take a stroll through the woods and find a nice spot to pitch up. Let's go. A lot of pine in here, quite a lot of oak as well. Some birch, but from what I can see, there's oak trees everywhere here. Absolutely everywhere. Lovely. We're coming off the main trail, which is just there. That's the main one, all the way down there. We're coming down this. So we're going deep into the woods now. But look at this. This is just it. I love coming here because it just reminds you of being absolutely in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful. Lovely. I've been here, what, 4 times? 4 or 5 times now. Never wild camped, but I've spent days out in this woods before, you know, 4 or 5 hours walking around, hiking. Massive woods. It's 28 acres, I believe. So it is big enough to get lost. But like I say, out of all the times I've been here, I never knew there was deer. Never knew there was deer here. One's just come sprinting past in the woods, and I absolutely crapped it because I didn't know what it was. And then I realised it was a deer. I've never seen deer in here before, so that's made me a bit more aware now of where I'm going to pitch my tent, because the last thing I want is a bloody deer running through my tent in the middle of the night, so let's keep that in mind. Love the smell of pine. It smells beautiful. Love it. Few spots near to pitch up, but the best thing about it is all of this. It's so overgrown and so dense that if you was to pop your tent in the middle, this is so high up that people walking on the paths, they wouldn't see you. That's the beauty of this. It's so dense that you just get on with your day. Obviously you need to be respectful if you hear people, or if you're close to paths, obviously keep the noise down. If you're having a fire, you shouldn't really have a fire, but let's be honest, if you're wild camping and you ain't having a fire, what are you doing? But like I say, if you're having a fire, just keep it to the bare minimum. Keep it off the ground, obviously, so the drive floor and the wood and the bits, branches and stuff, that doesn't catch a light. So make sure it's off the ground. But if you're having a fire, just make sure it's small and discreet. And try not to burn green stuff. See, what I've learned is burn brown, not green. If you burn green, it's a smoky fire. If you burn brown, it's a clean fire. That's the trick of the trade. Off the path a minute ago, I went down a little path down the side, but that just doesn't really lead to anywhere good. So I've come back on the main path and have a walk down and see what we can find on the sides. Look how cool this is. Look at that. Yeah, man. It's quite cool, that, isn't it? Imagine this is what they used to use to luggage the timber around. That is cool. Yeah, man. Look at that. I think it's a real one. Looks it. Yeah. Ah, cool, man. Nice. I've noticed there's a lot of dens in here, so I imagine this must be used by the scouts or something, because there's absolutely loads of them. Some of them are cool, man. I'll give them that. Didn't know there was a pond in here either. Doesn't look very clean though. Look at that. Lovely. I was reading. It says, reading on the website by the way, it says don't let your dogs into the pools because the water's polluted. So just a heads up for you, if you come to here and you're bringing your dog, don't let your dog in the water. Opening, see what's here, and it's cornfields with a nice view in the background, but the camera's not the best at the moment, so don't know how much of that you can see. Look at this. This would make a lovely spot to put your tent, but it's right next to the path. Yeah, just here or something. There would be lovely. Stick your tent there, bit of shelter from the big tree, you know, but like I say, the path's just literally, the path is there. And there, in fact. So it's not ideal. Carry on. The thing is, I'm only, what, about 7.5 miles away from home, but it feels like I'm bloody miles and miles away. Love it. Love it. Thing I didn't know in this woods was there's a rescue team. Just walked off a path a little bit and I seen a cabin. Wondered what the cabin was. At first I thought it was like a bird watching thing. So anyway, I carried on walking past it and there's 3 people in there. They're volunteers and they sit in there and it's a rescue team in case someone gets lost or anything, which I didn't know. Luckily, I don't think they've seen me. I tried going past discreetly because if they see me with my bag and my tent and everything on, they'd probably get the idea that I'm here to camp, and then they'd probably have a look in the woods to make sure I'm not wild camping. So just been trying to be quiet as I get away from that little hut so they don't hear me. I think, fingers crossed, we've got past about being spotted. Come off the path a little bit and found the spot. This is where we're camping. This is our spot. Gonna clear all that stuff and go pitch just there. And this is a spot. Best thing is, there's loads of branches, so we don't have to destroy any nature by cutting it because there's loads of dead wood everywhere. So we can just use this. Beautiful. This is our camp, as I've shown you. We're going just here. See the footpath is just there. See if I can zoom in, you might be able to see it. That's the footpath. It runs along there. It goes all the way across. Obviously we're here. That's just there, that bit. But I think we should be okay here. As long as obviously we're discreet, we're quiet. You know, we don't stand out too much. We're a little bit out of the way, so we should be okay. There's not many people here at this time of the day now. People are starting to go home and stuff. But I'm not setting the tent up just yet because it's still a bit early. It's a bit, obviously it's daylight, so I'm gonna leave that for about an hour, I think. But in the meantime, doing a bit of wood processing. So normally, this is what I do myself. It's good, it works, it gets a good fire going. So normally, I have the thins, the mediums, and then your thicks. And obviously, the whole point of this is you use them to get the fire going. That's to build it up, and then that's to actually get your fire going. And then we'll find a nice chunk of wood somewhere that's already dead. So like that piece there, snap that off, cut it off, and we use that, put that on the fire, and that'll last for a good few hours. So yeah, so in the meantime, until we put the tent up, and just did a bit of wood processing, gonna chill for 10-15 minutes or so, have a drink. Obviously I've got my gas stove and that, so might get dinner on, sausages sandwich, which would do nice. So yeah, lovely. Beautiful. There's the tent set up. Gotta be quiet because there's a few people walking on that path. A couple of dog walkers and stuff, so gotta be quiet. But the tent's set up. There she is. I've had to move the tent because I put it over there where I planned, and I look closer. There is hundreds and hundreds of ants. So definitely don't want to be sleeping in an ant's nest tonight. See if I can show you. See, just here, there's hundreds of ants. I don't know if you guys can see them. But it's an ant's nest. They're everywhere. Loads of them. Yeah. Now, they are called red ants. So they're the bloody ones that bite. Definitely don't want to be sleeping in them. Also, there was loads of dead trees and stuff. Well, not dead, but loose, should I say. So I've put that there kind of as a bit of a barrier. to stop people from looking. But obviously tomorrow, before we leave, put all that back over there where we found it. Scuff all this up. Leave no trace. 20 to 7 at night. Still daylight, obviously. Sun's out. So, not going to do the fire. I've made a fire pit just here. But not having a fire just yet. I think it's time to get in the tent, sit down for a bit, get some sausages on. Yeah, man. So, we're in the tent, chilling, lying down for a bit. So, pretty basic setup. But yeah, I'll show you. So we've got my sleeping bag with a little mat that I use for camping. I love this sleeping bag, it's very good. Carrymore, it's a 3 Seasons Carrymore sleeping bag. It's very good, keeps you very warm. It's waterproof as well. So got my bag, little vent, little pocket here to put stuff in. I use it for my phone charger, my phone, pan. That's my bag of food. Obviously my stove, my gas canister, bottle of water and oranges. And there is a train track just in front of us. So I'm going to be hearing that all night, unfortunately. But oh well, it's all good. It's all good. I was going to start my food, get my sausage sandwiches on the go. But it's still pure daylight. Still a couple of people around. So I'm going to leave it for a little bit. Wait till it starts dying down. Because I imagine the path is only probably 15 metres that way. So if I start cooking sausages, I can imagine I'm going to either having people coming to bother me, tell me I need to move because they can smell it, blah blah. People coming to bother me saying, can I have one? Or I'm definitely going to have dogs sniffing out my sausages trying to eat them, so we'll leave it for a bit. Got out of the tent again, and because we're in a woodland and because it's so dry, I've done a big area. Obviously, I'm gonna have a fire just here. Obviously, I've cleared all of this out of the way, so we've not got any chance of any bugs or anything coming in front of our tent and trodding on them or anything. And then obviously, the golden rule with wild camping is leave no trace. So in the morning, once all that's packed away, all this loose stuff that's around that I've moved, it's going to get chucked all back over there, and you won't even notice that someone was wild camping here. That's the golden rule, leave no trace. So it's nearly 8 o'clock now, so we're going to get some food on the go because I am hungry. So if there's any dogs passing by that can smell it, or people, I'm sorry, but I'm starving. So yeah, let's get the sausages on. Look at that, got the sausages cooking. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at that. Don't know about nothing beats Jet to holiday. Nothing beats a bloody sausage sandwich. Just smash that yogurt. Oh, empty. And the maddest thing is, I thought it was peach, but it's not. It was lemon and lime. Never had a lemon and lime yogurt. Nice though. There's the train. Mmm. Lovely. It's now 8:30, so I think it's time to get this fire going. There we are. We've got it going. Beautiful. I walked past a hut, which I thought was a bird watching hut, but it wasn't. It was a rescue team in case you get lost in the woods, I believe, or something like that. But they've just walked past me. He said, In terms of the fire, he's told me he wants me to put it out immediately, which I have done. No, I didn't argue. I said, yep, not a problem. However, he has said I can wild camp here as long as I don't have any more fires. I'm discreet, I keep the noise down, etc. Stuff like that. I don't litter, leave my rubbish or anything, which definitely not. Of course, you always take your rubber with you. Sorry, that's part of the golden rule. Leave no trace, I suppose. I promised him. I told him he can take my word that in the morning when I leave this place, you won't even tell that I've been here. So I've put the fire out, which I'll show you now. See, look at that, fire is out. I've scattered stuff over the floor, back over it. You could never tell there was a fire there. Never tell. Obviously, I've scattered a few more trees and stuff around the tent, so it's you know, a bit more ready for when I leave in the morning. All I have to do is just scatter over the tent patch, and then we're good. I'll get out the tent now and I'll show you. Before, I cleared a massive area all the way around to stop any bugs from coming. But like I say, because that chap's walked past, I want to be a bit, you know, a bit responsible. So I've pushed all this over, so you know, it looks like it was never even moved in the first place. The pit, you know, you tell me where the pit was. Well, you can probably see a little dip there, but like I say, I'll fill it in more. But yeah, that's pretty good to me. And obviously the other side, you know, yeah, beautiful. A little stroll, shall we? If we can be quiet. So I didn't know about this. Luckily, it's not a it's not a main path, but it's still a path. Yeah. Now I've seen 2 people walk down here since I've been here, but apart from that, that is it. There's the tent from the path. There she is. Lovely. Ah, look what I found. Who's put my initial in the tree? It's 9:30 now. It's getting dark outside, so I am now spending the rest of the evening chilling in my tent, play a couple of games, relax. Yeah, beautiful. Take it all in. Just done some video editing, and yeah, now I'm chilling. I've put the fly net up, but I've left the outer side open because I am sweating and it's still going to be fairly warm tonight. So leave the net open so we're not waking up in a tent that's full of condensation. So yeah, I'll catch you in the morning. Good morning. It's currently 6 in the morning. Yeah, it's freezing. Yeah. But yeah, we're in a bad sleep. Apart from the train keeping me awake most of it. Up and out of the tent. Time to get the stuff out, pack away. Yeah, packed away. Leave no trace. Covered all the stuff back over on the ground. All my stuff packed away. And now we need to take a stroll out of the woods and now we've got a another hour and 40-minute trek back to the house. So yeah, let's get out of the woods first. And here we are. We're at where we started off yesterday. There's a little gate. My cow friends are here today. Let's have a look. Yeah, all in the distance. Don't know if you can see. Well, yeah, right on the other side of the field. Here they come. Oh, they're running. Bloody hell. Oh god. They're all running. Bloody hell, stampede. Here they come. Happy cows. Just been grazing the field. So I've disturbed their breakfast. Unfortunately, so sorry cows. Yo. Hello. Heyo. Heyo. Good morning. Good morning. Heyo. All of us. Heyo. That is it. Wild camping experience in Coventry. So thank you for staying tuned and watching the video. If you have any camping tips or anything, I'm still fairly new to this. So if you have any tips or anything like that, please drop them in the comments, point them out to me. What I could do better, or what I could do different. You know, a new day for learning. So help a fellow camper out. So thank you very much.